Hello, I'm Chase, and it's time to set up my classroom. Summer's officially over, so now it's time to get my classroom set up for the new school year. This year I dropped from 3rd grade down to 2nd grade, so there's some changes that I need to make, but overall it looks pretty similar to what I did last year. But I only have a few days to do it, so let's get started. First, I got some of the big things out of the way, like my rug, my cubbies, and eventually my desks, just so I get the layout of my classroom and kind of get the floor plan started. The beginning phase is always difficult because I never really know where to start or what to work on first, so I kind of just start moving things around and hope that I get some ideas. I then started on my plush that go in the classroom. I have collected quite a bit of plush that needs to get put up all around, so I start throwing those everywhere I need to put them. I also set up my orangutan cutout. I had this last year in my window, but unfortunately it would start to fall. So this year I super glued some rulers to the back of it and put it up on my cabinet. That way I can sit and watch over the students as they learn. I then started working on the front of my classroom with some of my inspirational posters as well as my classroom calendar. I then work on my number line and my green foliage that goes around my whiteboard as well as the board up front. This just kind of adds some greenery to my classroom. Again, my classroom is themed as a jungle this year, so just adding any sort of leaves kind of adds to the whole overall theme. Having these different things around the classroom, such as my calendar and my number line, has been a really big resource, and we used it a lot throughout the year. It's definitely a pain. It's a lot of Velcro dots that get stuck to the wall and then pulled off at the end of the school year, but it's definitely a good resource, and I'm willing to go through the pain of putting it up to have it for the students. During this time, I also started to kind of set up some of the little things, such as my hands crocheted crocodile that sits on top of my cubbies, and unfortunately the footage cut, but I did also put and staple some fabric to the back of the cubbies just to kind of make it look a little more uniform when you enter the classroom. Day 2 started with me switching out my curriculum. Again, I'm dropping from 3rd grade to 2nd grade, so I have a lot of books and whatnot that need to be switched out for the proper grade level. So collecting all those and then moving them, whether it's putting the new ones back out in the classroom or sticking them in my closet, did take a little bit of time, but I'm glad that I got it over with early so I'm not scrambling the day before. And then the rest of day 2 was really just spent getting some of the little things out on the counter, such as my cubbies for my different subjects, as well as some of the different little desks for if I have to work out in the hall. And eventually I started working on my other bulletin boards. Again, I kind of put these off and they took hours to do. I'm not a fan of bulletin boards, like I said earlier, but I'm glad I got it done and I don't have to do it again until next year. So they'll stay there and I won't have to touch them again. And then the classroom was finished up. The rest of it was just polishing off, getting some things out and getting ready to meet the teacher, and then set up my first few days of school. Overall, it's been going well. I've been enjoying my class and I'm excited to see where the school year goes. I feel as though setting up a classroom is really important because not only do I spend most of my time here, but the students spend upwards of 30 to 33 hours a week sitting in this classroom. So I want to decorate it and set it up so it's visually pleasing for them and gives them a fun space to be in that's ready to learn, ready to be creative, and overall just feels comforting. Rather than a classroom that has no decor or whatnot, I feel as though I want to make it as cozy as possible so we can enjoy our time here. I've made sure to keep some of the things that my students liked from last year, such as our gumball reward system or my extensive book collection, and these other things just to make class feel a little more fun. Again, learning is fun, but sometimes students don't think that. So anything I can do to make it more fun and intriguing for them to want to be here every day is important to me and important to them. But with that is all I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below if you are a teacher and how your classroom setup started, or if you're not a teacher and you're just interested in the life of a teacher, leave a comment below if there's something that you want me to talk about. And yeah, that's all I have. So I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.